Hey, welcome everybody to CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to a presentation of our 87 replay using APBA Basic. And the Mets are in the thick of things here in mid-September. They are in a pennant race. They are a half game behind the St. Louis Cardinals. They just had a 3-game set, and the Mets won 2 out of 3 against the Cardinals. They don't face the Cardinals anymore, but they're playing the Cubs, and the Mets need to win because the Cardinals have beat today so far. The Cardinals beat the Philly. Oh, wait a second. I'm looking at. Yeah. The Cardinals and the Phillies, I think, have played, and the Cardinals beat the Phillies today. I don't know why it doesn't say that on the upper right-hand corner. All right, so let's get started here. It's going to be leading off. The Mets are home in Flushing, Queens at Shea Stadium, 1987, September 14th, 1987, I believe it is. And Chicago's in town, and we're going to see leading off Martinez, David DeLeon. He's from New York, and then it's going to be Ryan Sandberg, second baseman, Rafael Palmeiro in left field, batting third. Batting fourth is a Hawk, Andre Dawson. Leon Bull Durham, first baseman. Batting fifth, batting sixth is Keith Moreland, the third baseman. Batting seventh is Jody Davis, the catcher. Dunston, the shortstop, batting eighth. Batting ninth, Scott Sanderson. Has a long career, Scotty does. Ends up with the Yankees. That's going to be popped up from Martinez. And as Carter throws his mask away, and that's out number 1. Next is Rhino Sandberg, and a 22. That's going to be line base hit center field. Played on hop by Dykstra. Frozen rope to center for Ryan Sandberg. Runner on first. Rafi Palmeiro got good power, but that's going to be grounded to the shortstop. Santana's got one play in the hole. Long throw and in time. Runner goes to second here on this. Runner's out at first, but goes to second. And I'm using the Stratomatic PC game engine, which is something else. It is clunky. And all right, Dawson, the Hawk. Here goes. Ooh, that's another little chopper to short. Santana waits back now, charges, fires on the run, and scooped out by Hernandez for out number 3. All right, Lenny Dykstra starting off for the Mets, leading it off. It's going to be Dykstra, Backman, and Hernandez. Batting cleanup is Strawberry, the right fielder. Left fielder is in the fifth spot, Kevin McReynolds. Then it's Gary the Kid Carter, batting sixth, the catcher. Batting seventh is Hojo, Howard Johnson, the third baseman. Batting eighth is Rafi Santana, the shortstop. And batting ninth is Aguilera, the pitcher. It's Aguilera versus Scott Sanderson. And that is going to be a ground ball, second base. Sandberg sidearms it to first. 1 down. .55, and that is a little ground ball up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. So Wally Backman picks up a base knock. He's on at first, Keith Hernandez, who's good with the stick, and we're going to try a hit and run here. 61, and that's going to be a 37. What does that become? Back in the 80s, they were still doing hit and runs. Let's see, 37. You got to look at the 37 is going to be strike, runner steals second. There goes the runner. The throw down from Jody Davis, and not in time. Backman slides in under the tag. So the Mets have a runner in scoring position, just like that. Every game counts here in September. Mets are in second place, half a game behind. This ball is stroked to right field in the corner. That's going to drop in there in front of Dawson. Around to score is Backman. The throw is cut off, and it's an RBI single, and the Mets are up 1-0 just like that. RBI single for Keith Hernandez. Clutch. Darryl, the straw man, Strawberry. 23. That's strike 3. Big swing by Strawberry. Two outs. Hernandez on at first. Oh, Backman didn't score Backman on that. Come on now. Let's go back. Undo, yes, and then undo again. I just saw him. He's sitting. He's standing on third base. So that was a single by. Runner scores here on this. All right, and the strikeout. A lot of clicks. Everything you do takes like 6 clicks here. All right, Kevin McReynolds. Here's a pitch. Good power for Kevin. And that's grounded to short. And Dunston is going to toss it to Sandberg for the force, and that retires the side. And we go to the top of the second, 1-0 Mets. Leon Bull Durham, Cincinnati, Ohio, left-handed hitter. Fly ball, center field on the run is Dykstra in the gap, and he runs it down. Dykstra got a good jump on that. Read it right off the bat and into the glove. One up and one down. We go to Keith Moreland, Zonk from Dallas, Texas. 25, and that is a little ground ball and through the left side, played by McReynolds. So Moreland's on with a single. He's slow, so he's going to be going station to station. J.D. Davis, here's the pitch. He's got good power, and that is a little ground ball to the third baseman. There's only one play in the hole for Johnson. Long throw to first and in time. Ground ball 5-3. They get their man at first. Going to second is Moreland. So 2 outs now for Sean Dunston. Now they could walk Sean Dunston, pitch to Sanderson, who actually hit a home run. But he's got a lot more outs. Let's see. 8. See what happens here. Let's face Dunston. 31, and that is a ball. That's going to be an out. Let's see what kind of an out that is. With a runner on second, a 9. That is a little ground ball to the first baseman, Hernandez. It's going to race Dunston to the bag, and that's out number 3. All right. We go to the bottom of the second. And Dunston's from Brooklyn, New York. Here comes Gary the Kid Carter, Culver City, California. 24, and that's lifted to left. Palmeiro settles under it and squeezes it for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Hojo, good power, grounded to second. Sandberg over to first. Gets him by a step, 4-3. And now it's Rafi Santana from La Romana, Dominican Republic. 22, and that is a line drive base hit in front of Palmeiro. He plays it on the hop and gets it in quickly to Dunston. Oh, I clicked on double. It's got to be a single. Let's see that. There we go. All right, a 2-out single for Rafi Santana. And Aguilera now. Here's the pitch. 62, and that's a strikeout. That retires the side. Go to the top of the third, 1-0 Mets. Sanderson leads us off. He's got a 1 at 66, so he must have hit a home run at some point. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Goes down swinging. 1 up, 1 down. These cards are copyright 1988. They're the 1987 season. Interesting season. Mets ended the season 3 games back. David DeLeon, Dave Martinez from New York, New York. 61, and that is a 40. That's foul back. 0-1 the count. Here's a ball that's grounded to short. Santana waits back, now charges, throws on the run, and gets Martinez. 6-3. Ryan Sandberg. Fly ball, right field, in the gap. Strawberry and Dykstra come in together, and Strawberry makes the catch. 2 out. And that was the 3rd out. Then Lenny Dykstra up. Here's the pitch to Dykstra, and that is line base hit to right. Dawson cuts it off in the gap. Big turn for Dykstra, goes back. Thought about it, and then thought better of it. And Wally Backman going to bunt here. Ooh, 35. That's going to be a fielder's choice, I believe, on the bunt. So Backman squares the bunt, and a 35 is going to be a little, F batter safe at first. So it's let me see, a little number in front of the plate, and the catcher is going to go to second for 1, back to first, not in time. So it's 2-6. They get the lead runner on that attempted bunt, failed bunt attempt. But they do get the lead runner at second base. It's going to be a 2-6. That's the runner you want to get, and you always want to get the lead runner. So it's going to be Keith Hernandez. Called him Mex, but he's from Spain. Here's the pitch, 52. And third baseman is Moreland. Let's see what Moreland is. Moreland is a 3, so he's not going to be getting it. It's going to be a little ground ball unless there's a – hold on a second. Unless there's a strikeout on this. No. Little ground ball to the third baseman, Moreland. Moreland throws the first in time. Moving to second is Backman. Five, 3 put out. 2 outs now. Darryl Strawberry, left-handed batter from Los Angeles, California. He played with the Dodgers, and that's going to be popped up. And it's going to be the third baseman in foul territory near the stands, and he makes the catch. I go to the top of the 4th now. Palmeiro leading it off. Rafael Palmeiro from Havana, Cuba. And he lifts one to left field. Back goes McReynolds. Can of corn. Next is Andre the Hawk Dawson. And he grounds weakly to second baseman Backman. Backman better hurry, charges in, barehands it, whips it to Hernandez for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Keith Moreland. Oh, no, that was, should be Bull Durham, 34. That's lifted to center field. Out number 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Just like that. McReynolds. Oh, that's a deep drive. Left field. Back goes Palmeiro to the track, to the wall. That ball's out of here. Kevin McReynolds gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. Gary the Kid Carter's next. And that's driven deep to center field. Martinez on the run towards the track and runs it down. So Carter gave it a ride. One out now. Hojo, another Met with good power, and that's lifted, popped up. Will that stay fair? And that's Davis makes the catch. So it's a foul out to the catcher for out number 2. And it's Rafi. Rafi's 1 for 1. And he swings through this one, and that's strike 3. That retires the side. All right. Going to be Keith Moreland leading it off here in the top of the 5th inning. 56, and that's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down. Jody Davis with a pop-up. Carter flips his mask away. Gets under it, makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down, just like that. That was fast. It's going to be a quick inning, looks like so far. Sean Dunston. The nickname is Thunder Pup. I don't know if they – oh, he drives one. Drives one over the center fielder's head. And that's going to go in there for a double. Big turnaround second, but Dunston goes back. Thought about 3, but with 2 outs, decided second is good enough. So 2-out double, and here comes Scott Sanderson. And that is a 53, which is a strikeout. It's not a – that's unusual. Usually a 53 is an error number, but in this case, it's a 13, which is a strikeout number. That's unusual. I don't see that. I don't think I ever see that. I guess he has error numbers on 44. He has an error number. On 55, he has an error number. So I guess because of that, I gave him a out number at 53. Interesting. Old school APBA. These are classic cards. These were from '88. They're not the newer design, the newer configurations. All right, we're in the bottom of the 5th. Rick Aguilera leading off, 61, and that's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down, just like that for Scott Sanderson. Scott Sanderson had a 20-year career. I think actually, yep, about an 18-year career. Started in the late 70s and lasted all the way into the 90s. Dykstra. And that's ball 4. And you know, APBA, when it adds a little asterisk to the result, that says something, and we're going to see what that says. Wally Backman takes a pitch high outside. There goes Dykstra. Throw down from Davis, and not in time. So Dykstra, he steals second base. And that's what the asterisk means. So that's the way APBA does stolen bases. It's just like it tells you automatically, hey, this guy's going to get on base, and he's going to steal second. Wally Backman. Here's the pitch, and that's lifted to center. Racing in is Martinez. Is he going to get there? And he does. So that's 2 outs. And now it's up to Keith Hernandez, who already is 1 for 2 with an RBI. That's a 63, and that's driven to center field on a line, but right at Martinez, about chest high, makes the catch, and that is out number 3. So top of the 6th. It's going to be the top of the order against Rick Aguilera. Here's the pitch. Martinez strikes out. Curveball gets Martinez. So 1 up and 1 down. Next is Ryan Sandberg. He's 1 for 2. That's an 18. We're going to roll on something that's called an APBA error randomizer 64, and that's going to be 18 again. So that's going to be a little ground ball to shortstop. Santana bobbles it, now throws the first, not in time. And flashing on the scoreboard is E6. So that's going to be an error on the shortstop, Rafi Santana. And what we want to do is just make sure that this is a straight-up 1-base error, not a 2-base error. Rafi's an 8, so that makes him a fielding column 2. And it is an E6 Palmeiro now. So Palmeiro's a tying run. He's got good power. The next few batters have good power for the Cubs. And, oh, that's a little ground ball. That's ripped to the shortstop, to the second baseman, Backman, who flips to Santana. Throw to first. Scooped out by Hernandez, and that's a 4-6-3 double play. Just like that. That's going to retire the side. He's out. Out. And it's 6, 4, 3 double play. All right, Darryl Strawberry. Oh, that's a deep drive. Darryl Strawberry got a hold of that one. Back goes Dawson to the track, to the wall, looks up. That's out of here. 3-0 Mets. Darryl Strawberry got a hold of a Scott Sanderson fastball and drove it deep into the right field skies. Mets are up 3-0 now. Kevin McReynolds. And that's a swing and a miss for the first out. Sanderson strikes out McReynolds for the first out here. Gary Carter next. And he lifts one to left field. Palmeiro towards the line. Makes the catch for out number 2. We're at the bottom of the 6th. Mets lead at 3-0. Mets are in a pennant race. They're half a game behind the St. Louis Cardinals. Here's Hojo. Oh, that's foul back. A souvenir for a lucky fan. And that is line base hit off Sanderson. Single to right for Hojo, and he's a threat to steal. Now, I know guys have created alternative rules, and that's ball 2. Created alternative rules for stealing so the manager can elect to steal. That's lifted to right field. In the gap, Dawson on the run and runs it down, and that's going to retire the side. So Andre Dawson, the Hawk, catches up to it, and the Hawk is up. Right-handed batter from Miami, Florida. Here's the pitch from Aguilera. That's going to be line base hit to left center field, cut off by McReynolds. 3-0 Mets. Let's have a couple of homers, one by McReynolds and one by Strawberry. Leon Durham with good power. The Bull. Here's a pitch from Aguilera. That's a 33. That's going to be trouble because that's going to take us to the second column. So he's going to drive one. And in the gap, but and cut off by Dykstra. Dawson is going to make it to third base. But good play by Dykstra out there in center field to keep that to a single. First and third now with nobody out. So Mets get their bullpen going. Keith Moreland, here it is. That's 22. That's line. Ooh, let's see. He went Aguilera's. This is the top of the 7, so he went 6. So he's a B, but that's a 7 with first and third. There's an alternative modifier for pitching rules, and I use that because I've used this. I've played this game a long time. So it's first and third. It's a B pitcher now, and because he has gone 6 as a C pitcher, so he becomes a B, but that's going to be a fly ball center field. This is going to score a run, but it will be an out because he's a B pitcher, and that will send him back to a C pitcher because he gives up a run. It's a fly out center field. Oh, wait, no, we're going to fix that. We're going to make it a sacrifice fly. Let's make it a sac fly there, center field. And the Cubs are on the board. And back to a C pitcher goes Aguilera from San Gabriel, California. Jody Davis will run on first. Here's the pitch, 62, and that's a strikeout for out number 2. Sean Dunston, the batter, 22, and an 8. That's going to be a line drive base hit, cut off by Dykstra. Going to third is Durham, first and third. And it tells me Aguilera is tired. So let's see who we're going to bring in here. We're going to do the lead. Yeah. Let's see. All right, Scott Sanderson. So we're going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher here. And this is going to force me to take a quick peek at what was going on. They're using Manny Trio, Dernier, and Dayet. So those are the guys that the Cubs are using. Let's separate those. And then for pitchers, they're using Hall, Drew Hall. They're using DePino, Dayet, Mason, Brumley, Lancaster, Walker, Dernier, Trio. Those are 3 pinch hitters. Okay. And then Dayet, Hall. There's another pitcher they're using. Let's see if I have him. DePino. I don't see DePino. I don't see DePino. Do I have Hall here? I don't see Hall. I at least have 2 pitchers, but I may need an extra one. So we're going to worry about that in a bit. I don't see I have Hall. I may have to print him out. Okay. Going to bring in DePino, who's a lefty. Who's going to be up for the Mets next inning? I don't know. Let's take a quick peek. It's going to be, yep, top of the order. A couple of lefties. All right, so let's replace Aguilera here against whoever's coming up. We don't really, doesn't matter to us. But we will replace Aguilera with Gene Walter, a lefty. All right. So Gene Walter's coming in. And he will face Dayett. Name is Brian Dayett. He will be pinch hitting for Scott Sanderson. All right, here's a pitch from Gene Walter, lefty, and that is a 21 lifted to left. Easy play for McReynolds, and that retires the side. All right, and this is also trivia time because it's the 7th inning stretch. And who do we say was going to? Oh, we got 2 lefties there. But who do we say was coming in? Hall. Drew Hall is going to be pitching. There he is. All right. It's a DW, and he's not going to go very long, so I'm not really got a couple more players that we can use. And it's the Mets are going to have a pinch hitter, so Walter goes that 1/3 of an inning. And it's going to be Lee Mazzilli coming in to pinch hit. And it's the bottom of the 7th. It's 3-1 Mets. Mets need this game, so there's no fooling around here. Lee Hollywood Mazzilli at the plate. From Brooklyn, New York. Oh, Lee. That's line base hit. Mazzilli on with a base knock. Just like that. 1 pitch, 1 hit. Dykstra's next. Dykstra takes high, and there goes Mazzilli. A throw down from Davis, not in time. So Mazzilli steals second base. So the Mets have a runner in scoring position just like that. Lenny Dykstra against Drew Hall. Here's the pitch, 35, and that's line base hit. Let's see if Mazzilli can score on this. Runner on second. And that is a single through short. Runner scores. Mets lead at 4-1. Just like that. Big RBI by Lenny Dykstra. And we're going to bring in DePino now. That's it for Drew Hall. I don't like to let D pitchers go very long, especially in games like this. It's a blowout. It doesn't matter. But in a close game like this during September in a pennant race, you don't want to. So DePino's coming in. Oh, and then we got to print out that other card. I'll use him in the next game. Oh, DePino's tired. All right, so DePino's only going to – let's see what I can do here. Let me go to the next game. I just noticed DePino was tired. Let me back up. I may undo that whole thing. Let me see. I just noticed that. Baller. Who else? Knowles and Baller and Knowles. So we are going to off. We're going to back up. We're going to undo. DePino is not coming in. So Dykstra lines a single. And then around third, being waved home is Mazzilli. He scores easily. The Hall is still in there. He's facing Wally Backman. Nobody out. Here's a pitch, 43. That's, let's see, the Pino's not in there now. So I pulled him. And a 43 is a 29 with a runner on first. The 29 is a little ground ball to the, back to the pitcher. He's going to go to second for one, throw to first, not in time. Backman hustling down the line, beats it out. Playing APBA Basic. So that's going to be a ground ball with the runner goes to first. You go to second for the out. It's going to be 1-6. So it's Hall to Dunston. And now it's Keith Hernandez. We're in the bottom of the seventh, 4-1. Pitch to Hernandez. Oh, that's another comebacker to Hall, and he goes to Dunston again to throw to first. Not in time. So back-to-back comebackers for Fielder's Choices. That's interesting to see. Goes to first. He's out, 1-6. We rolled 43 2 times in a row. And with APBA, like a lot of these out numbers are all the same on every batter. So you're going to see that happen. And that's lifted to left field. Strawberry goes the opposite way. And Palmeiro settles under it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Mets do pick up another run. They lead it 4-1. And we're going to get, who are we going to get? Who are we going to get? We're going to get in Doug Sisk is coming in. Doug Sisk is coming in here. All right, it's going to be Dave Martinez leading it off in the top of the 8th, 53. That's going to be a potential error. Let's see what kind of error. We go to the randomizer. 35 is a little ground ball to the shortstop Santana. He bobbles it, and there's no play. So that's the second error charged to Santana today. E6 flashes on the scoreboard. The runner on, one on, nobody out. 4-1 Mets. And this is line center field. Dykstra on the run in the gap, and he gets there. So a line out to hit it on the nose. Sandberg did, but Dykstra ran it down. Rafi Palmeiro, a good power left-handed hitter. He's a Cuban import, and he lifts one to right field, goes the opposite way. In the gap is McReynolds, and he runs it down for out number 2. And now it's Andre Dawson. Andre Dawson is going to be the MVP for 87. And that is Sisk. That's ball 2. And this is grounded short. Santana in the hole. Long throw to first. Scooped out by Hernandez, and he's out, and he doesn't think so. Dawson's not happy. Saying something to the umpire at first base. But the first base coach sends Dawson back to the dugout, or actually back to the outfield. And that's going to retire the side. Easy inning for Sisk. We're going to probably see Orozco in the 9th. All right, Kevin McReynolds. Going to get a new pitcher for the Cubs. Going to get who's up? McReynolds. It's a righty, so we're going to get Dickie Knowles coming up. He pitched in this game. He's a B. Excuse me. Dickie Knowles. There he goes. All right. Against Kevin McReynolds. That's a 43 comebacker. Knowles is going to handle that. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down. All right. Gary the Kid Carter. 64. That's a strikeout. 2 out. And it's Hojo. He's a switch hitter, batting lefty against Dick Knowles. And that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, a spin, the throw to first, and in time, and that retires the side. So a nice play by Sean Dunston. Didn't know that he was going to get to that ball. Hit to his left. And he got there, made the play. And this takes us to the ninth inning. Last licks for the Cubs. And on the mound, we're going to see Jesse Orosco. Now, Jesse Orosco is a deep pitcher, but that was pretty much their closer. That was their main guy, their go-to guy, Jesse Orosco. So I'm going to continue that. I don't go by the grades. I go by, who they were in actuality. If they were the closer, they're the closer. I don't care if they're a D. That's who it was. Leon Durham. I don't like to game the system. Leon Durham against Jesse Orosco, 4-1 Mets. Here goes. That's a fly ball center field. Dykstra on the run on the track and runs it down. So Durham gave it a ride, but Dykstra ran it down. One up, one down for Orosco. This is a save situation, and that is strike three. Moreland swings through a fastball. 2 outs, and now it's JD Davis with a liner center field. Dykstra coming in and shoestring catch, and that's the ball game. Nice play by Dykstra, and the Mets win it. Before I finish it off, let me just check something. Yep, Roscoe's in there, and the Mets win it by a score of 4-1. Dykstra's gonna make the last out there in center field. And let me read to you a couple of the little stats using the box score. My PC game, Stratomatic, has beautiful box scores. Now in this game for the Mets, the big offense, well, the 2 hits, Dykstra went 2 for 3, has his average of 330. The highest hitting Met. Four Met players had RBIs in this game. Aguilera is going to win his 8th of the year. He's 8-2 with a 2.23 ERA. Scott Sanderson is 8-8 now. He has a 5.26 ERA. For the Cubs, with Sean Dunston with 2 hits, he's batting 263. Home runs, Strawberry his 37th. He hit 39 in actuality. McReynolds with his 29th. I think he hit about 29 in actuality. So the stats are really, almost right there, right on, spot on. So, Alan Shaw and Red Sox fan, how are you guys? Just playing a little quick Met game. The Met game, my 87 Mets, just as I had planned, even though I didn't control it because the sim engine controlled it, are in the thick of things. The pennant race, they're half game behind the St. Louis Cardinals. Now in 87, the Mets were 3 games behind the Cardinals at the end of the season. And that's one of the reasons I played the 87 season, because they have a heck of a team. They actually have the same team they had in 85 all the way to 90 pretty much. So I'm playing, I'm enjoying watching those players from that little time period of that mini Met dynasty. But the Mets are in the thick of things. They're half a game out of first place. And we're playing the next 14, 15 games here and seeing if the Mets can win. And I'm having a blast doing that. So that's it for the APBA Basic. APBA Basic, is my first game ever. And I can criticize it, but I won't let you criticize it. And that's all. So this is CP Cards and Dice saying I will see you guys soon. And that's it. Take care.